This morning, we continue following breaking news of a devastating day in Coeur d'Alene.
This was a total ambush. These firefighters did not have a chance.
2 firefighters are dead, another in the hospital, victims of a gunman who used fire to lure them in. Firefighters responding to a fire on Canfield Mountain quickly pulled into a life or death scenario no one could have expected. A gunman who investigators say started that fire, then opened fire on the people who came to put it out. Derek Strom is live near the scene on the Canfield fire. And Derek, we know the gunman is dead. We're told there's no threat to the community now. Just walk us through what we know about what happened out there.
Robin, Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris says deputies keyed in on a cell phone signal that stayed near the scene of the crime, and that's what led them to the shooter's body. Now, you can't quite see the smoke quite as well as you could a little bit earlier, but it's still hanging in the air around Canfield Mountain, and you can certainly smell it as well. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office says they did confirm that the fire was contained late last night. Now, it all started in the popular hiking and recreation area north of I-90 in Coeur d'Alene. 40 minutes after the first call came in, firefighters called in and said they'd been shot. And for the next several hours, it was race against time to get them help and to stop the gunman.
We do believe that the suspect started the fire, and we do believe that it was an ambush and it was intentional.
Sheriff Bob Norris says deputies have already moved the shooter's body from the scene. He says the sheriff's office plans to come back to the scene today, and he anticipated they will find more weapons throughout the course of their investigation today. And we still don't know the identity of the gunman. And we do know law enforcement did exchange gunfire with the shooter, but the sheriff's office has not confirmed how the shooter died. I'll be reaching out to the sheriff's office, and I'll continue to bring more updates as we find out more information about that today. Live in Coeur d'Alene, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
This was the scene down Interstate 90. First responders from throughout the region in a powerful and somber procession from the hospital in Coeur d'Alene to the medical examiner's office in Spokane. That is where their autopsies will be conducted. The community wasted no time honoring these heroes with that powerful show of support. People lined the overpasses, some waved flags, others stopped to salute. And we know this is just the beginning of how the community will rally for these fallen heroes. Law enforcement vehicles lined the streets surrounding the medical center. Fire trucks and sheriff's cars waited patiently to accompany the bodies of the 2 firefighters who were shot and killed yesterday. Their bodies taken to Spokane for autopsy. Some community members chose to join them, standing along the road, waving flags, paying their respects to the fallen firefighters.
We just came out to show support and honor the people that lost their lives just trying to do the job that they do every day.
Others told us their hearts ache for those affected. And early this morning, both the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department and the Kootenai County Fire and Rescue adding a black band to their logos on Facebook in mourning and remembrance, honoring their fallen comrades. And support for the community has been pouring in even as the scene was active. Idaho Governor Brad Little posting on X saying, quote, multiple heroic firefighters were attacked today while responding to a fire in North Idaho. This is a heinous direct assault on our brave firefighters. I ask all Idahoans to pray for them and their families as we wait to learn more. And Idaho Attorney General Raul Labrador also posting on X writing, these heroes put their lives on the line for us every day. They should never be targets. Please keep our first responders and their families in your prayers. And we are curating these responses and adding them to our complete coverage as they come in. You can find that on KXLY.com. It's important to remember this is the beginning of a grieving process for our community. Our condolences are with the fire departments and their families and everyone touched by this unthinkable tragedy. And we want to recap for you the key information that we have right now. 2 firefighters were killed, one from the city of Coeur d'Alene, the other from Kootenai Fire and Rescue. Investigators now believe there was just one gunman and that person is dead. His body taken from the scene as the wildfire burned. The wildfire on Canfield Mountain is under control. It is not out yet, but under control. Investigators believe the gunman set it to lure in firefighters. And finally, even though the suspected gunman is dead, the investigation into what happened is in its early stages. Stay informed with updates throughout the day on KXLY+.